Good evening and welcome to the Coon Rapids City Council meeting for Tuesday, January 3rd, 2017. We'd like to start with the pledge, and we'd like to welcome all of these Boy Scouts that are with us this evening. If you join, rise, lead us in the pledge anytime. Everyone.
Scout salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thanks, gentlemen. Scouts from what, 212 and 524 here?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you very much, Scouts.
Thank you.
Anybody needs your, what is it, the, which merit badge do they always come in for?
Citizenship?
Citizenship. All right, yeah, you might want to hang around then. And this will be a short meeting. The very first item on our agenda this evening, after the pledge, is the oath of office. And we have two new council members, and we have two council members that will be re-swearing in. If we could get the Honorable Judge Fredrickson up here. And then I think you guys need to head out to the floor. And you?
One at a time?
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
You want all four of them? All right. You and I wait.
Old pros now.
Yeah, all right.
I'll begin with you, Councilmember Grzgowiak. If you will please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Brad Grzgowiak,
I, Brad Grzgowiak,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota,
and discharge faithfully
and discharge faithfully
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council Member
of City Council Member
for the City of Coon Rapids in the County of Anoka
for the City of Coon Rapids in the County of Anoka
and State of Minnesota
and State of Minnesota
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and abilities.
I'm going to ask that you sign the oath now.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Councilmember Kicker, if you will raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Bill Kicker,
I, Bill Kicker,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United
the
States
Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and discharge faithfully
and discharge faithfully
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council Member
of City Council Member
for the City of Coon Rapids
for the City of Coon Rapids
in the County of Anoka
in the County of Anoka
and State of Minnesota
and State of Minnesota
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
I'm going to ask that you sign the oath now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Councilmember Geisler, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Jennifer Geisler,
I, Jennifer Geisler,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and discharge faithfully
and discharge faithfully
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council Member
of City Council Member
for the City of Coon Rapids
for the City of Coon Rapids
in the County of Anoka
in the County of Anoka
and State of Minnesota
and State of Minnesota
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and abilities.
I'll ask that you sign the oath. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Councilmember Wells, if you'll raise your right hand and repeat after me. I, Steve Wells,
I, Steve Wells,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
I will support
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and the Constitution of the State of Minnesota
and discharge faithfully
and discharge faithfully
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
of City Council Member
of City Council Member
for the City of Coon Rapids
for the City of Coon Rapids
in the County of Anoka
in the County of Anoka
and State of Minnesota
and State of Minnesota
to the best of my judgment and ability.
to the best of my judgment and ability.
I'll ask that you sign the oath. Congratulations. Thank you very much, Mr. Mayor, for inviting me to come here tonight.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Wherever you're comfortable.
I like that corner.
All right. Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, let's get our council meeting called up here. All right. If we could please call the roll.
Councilmember Briscoviac.
Here.
Councilmember Kicker.
Here.
Councilmember Demmer.
Here.
Councilmember Geisler.
Here.
Councilmember Johnson. Councilmember Wells.
Here.
Mayor Cook.
Here.
One absent, Johnson.
Thank you. First item on our agenda then is to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Wells to adopt the agenda. Any changes or discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? The agenda is adopted. We have just a few items on our agenda this evening. Second item on our agenda, designate the council secretary. In 1994, the council entered into an agreement with Time Saver Offsite Secretarial for recording and preparation of the meeting minutes, and this agreement has been extended annually. Time Saver Offsite Secretarial has submitted the attached addendum to the Recording Secretary Service Agreement for 2017, and the addendum does reflect a rate increase of 2.5%. This will result in a small increase for secretarial services, but the increase can be accommodated in the approved budget. Staff will continue with the modified format of the minutes and only include discussion and not staff reports, which will minimize the cost of minute production. Any questions or?
Mr. Mayor, I'll move adoption of Resolution 17-1 designating Time Saver Offsite Secretarial Incorporated as council secretary for 2017 and approving the addendum to the Recording Secretary Service Agreement.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Demmer. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? And that motion is confirmed. Next one is our council rules of procedure. Council annually adopts the rules of procedure setting forth the order of business for regular meetings, along with certain definitions and explanations. And as a reminder for the council, the city manager is authorized to prepare a list of consent agenda items, but the mayor or any council member may request that a particular consent agenda item be removed from the consent list and placed on the regular agenda. There's a lot more to it if anybody's really interested in knowing all of the rules, but that's kind of the gist of it.
Your Honor.
Councilmember Demmer?
Move to adopt Resolution 17-2 establishing council rules of procedure and adopt the addendum to Resolution 17-2 definitions and explanations of the City Council order of business. Second.
Motion by second? Motion by second. Motion by Demmer, second by Kicker. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? That motion is carried. Item 4, which interestingly enough was one of the questions from one of the scouts before the meeting. It's the designation of the official newspaper. The Anoka County Union Herald has submitted a proposal to serve as the city's legal newspaper for 2017. Their publication rates will remain the same as in 2016. The Herald meets all requirements for serving as the legal newspaper. We just looking for a motion.
Your Honor.
Councilmember Wells.
I'll move adoption of Resolution 17-3 designating the Anoka County Union Herald as the official newspaper for 2017.
Second.
Motion by Wells, second by Griscoviac. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion carries. Item 5, council appointments. Each year, the council makes appointments to certain organizations, and the council is asked to make the 2017 appointments at this time. Does somebody have the list? You have the list. Or I could, you want me to do it?
I can if you'd like to
Oh,
start.
you go for it, that'd be awesome.
In the workshop meeting just previous to this meeting, council discussed appointing Steve Wells, Chief Brad Weiss, and Brad Johnson as the alternate to the Anoka County Joint Law Enforcement Council. And then we left Councilmember Demmer and added Councilmember Griscoviac to the Anoka Hennepin Community Ed. Right? Logis will remain the same. So will Minnesota North Metro Tourism, Twin City Gateway. Councilmember Kicker will be added to the Schwann Super Rink Board. And we added Coon Rapids Fire Relief, Councilmember Geisler, along with Fire Chief Piper and Manager of Accounting Fran Hansen. And the North Metro Mayor will stay the same as last year.
Anoka County Fire Protection Council, is that the one that?
Brad Johnson.
Yes, okay.
And Steve, that's the one, I missed that one. I'm sorry. Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'd move as stated. I'm not going to repeat all that.
That works.
Or do we need to do every individual resolution?
I think we can do it just as described.
Okay. Second.
So motion by Wells, second by Geisler, as presented. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? And that motion carries. Next item is the board and commission appointments. We're looking at making some annual appointments of members to the city's boards and commissions. And we've got Arts Commission, we're reappointing Mary Ann Keene as chair. Donna Carson will be reappointed for another, I think, 3-year term. Board of Adjustment and Appeals, Aaron Vandelindy will be reappointed as chair. Terry Spano-Madden and Trish Thorup will be reappointed. On the Charter Commission, the appointments occur in March. Civil Service Commission, we're reappointing and declaring Bruce Sanders the chair of that commission. Historical Commission, Boo Mills will be the chair. Jackie Dingley and Lyle Goff will be reappointed. Parks and Recreation Commission, Tim Arnson will continue on as chair. Valerie Weaver, Neil Livermore, and Ryan McAlpine will be reappointed. Planning Commission, Wayne Schwartz will continue as chair. Ray Knobloch will be reappointed. Safety Commission, Al Hofstad, chair. Arnie Alderman and Tracy Wiggin reappointed. The Sustainability Commission, Stacy Demmer will continue as chair. Rebecca Holmland and Chris Lamoureux will be reappointed. I think that was all of them. Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Stemmo.
Mayor and council members, just one clarification under Civil Service Commission. I should have caught this, but Bruce Sanders is just being reappointed. The chair is actually defined in state statute. It's whichever member's in year 3 of their 3-year term, which I believe is, you know, if it's Al?
It's an
Okay, so it'll be Bob Thistle, thank you. Bob Thistle.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having a blank there. Bob Thistle will be appointed as chair this year.
Okay. All right, so we have a motion or something?
Your Honor,
Councilmember Demmer?
move resolution 17-4 through 17-11 as stated with the correction to 17-6.
Second.
Motion by Demmer, second by Wells. Any discussion?
Just one thing.
Councilmember Demmer?
There were a couple of commissions that still have vacancies, the Art Commission and the Sustainability Commission. So if anyone out there is interested in stepping up and helping the community through one of those those sound like kind of fun ones, get in contact with the chair or with Matt, the Mr. Stemmer.
All right, any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. And now we are on item 7, which is the approval of the minutes of the December 19th, 2016 meeting. So we don't have Councilman Johnson here. Will the new councilman vote on this, or will they abstain from this?
Should abstain.
They should abstain, okay.
We're good.
We're good, yeah. Okay.
Mr. Mayor,
Councilmember Geisler?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of, I think it's actually December 20th.
Yeah. You didn't catch that either.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Wells, to approve the minutes of the December 20th, 2016 Coon Rapids Regular City Council meeting. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries. It'd be 2 abstentions, Kraskowiak and Kicker. We don't have any public hearings. We don't have any bid openings or contract awards, old business. We're up to new business. Designating the depositories and investment collateral management procedures. And this is under Chapter 118A of the Minnesota statutes, sets forth the requirements for the deposit of public funds and the management of collateral.
Your Honor, you
Okay.
missed the consent agenda?
Yeah.
Yes, I did. Thank you. I went to the second page and went right past it. We have, well, it's tough to miss too, it's such a large consent agenda. Item 8, we have one item on our consent agenda. Consider contract renewal with ACAP for Senior Companion Program. The city's been offering the Senior Companion Program for many years. Beginning in 2016, the program has been coordinated by the Anoka County Community Action Program, with the city funding its share of the cost. The agreement with ACAP must be renewed to maintain the current arrangement. Is there any highlights you want to hit with it? Otherwise, it looks like it's just working well.
Right, it's working well. The Senior Companion Program just has a volunteer companion that takes homebound seniors to appointments or visits or just to be a companion. So it's a nice program. It's not real expensive for the city to contribute to that. So that's what this is all about.
Excellent.
So I'll make a motion, move consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Geisler, second by Wells to move the consent agenda. Any discussion, questions? Councilmember Demmer?
Just a question on how someone could decide to volunteer for that, or how someone could sign up to get those services.
Mayor and Council, ACAP is the one that's coordinating it for us. So Kathy Weidman is the person at ACAP. I don't have her phone number here, but they are in need of companions. We're paying for 5 companions, so I don't know that we would have any until one of our companions retired. But ACAP would be the place to go and, try to volunteer.
And so if someone called the city office, they'd be able to get that
Sure,
number?
they could
Okay.
call me.
Thank you.
and I could connect them.
All right. Anything else?
And maybe just to be clear, yeah, it's on the screen. ACAP is 2 Cs.
ACCAP. For those at home.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
So if you're just listening, ACAP, you wouldn't necessarily hear the second C.
sure, yeah. Thank you.
You're looking it up.
All right, any other thing? All right, we got a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? All right, that motion carries. And now we're down to new business. 9, and that's that designating depositories and investment collateral management procedures. And the state statutes allow the city council to authorize the treasurer or chief financial officer to designate depositories for city funds and to manage the collateral for those funds. The attached resolution designates Wells Fargo Bank, Minnesota, N.A. as the official depository and authorizes the manager of accounting or finance director to designate additional depositories for investment purposes, approve wire transfer agreements with the depositories, and manage the collateral as prescribed by state statute.
Your Honor.
Councilmember Demmer.
Move to adopt Resolution 17-12, designating depositories and investment collateral management procedures.
Second.
Motion by Demmer, second by Kicker. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that motion carries. And we are at the open mic portion of the meeting, unless I missed something else. Is anybody here to address council under open mic this evening? Open mic? All right, then we'll close that portion. We're on to reports on previous open mic. We don't have any. Other business? Really got nothing? Councilmember Demmer?
All right, so Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome aboard to the new and re-elected. And one thing I like to do is just highlight something I think is pretty cool. The city of Coon Rapids had almost 100 patents filed by its residents this year, or granted by the patent office this year. So that's pretty cool. Two things I wanted to highlight. There were two people who reached pretty amazing milestones. Dave Perschbacher got his 50th patent, and Jeff Gilbert got his 75th patent this year. So you live with some pretty incredible inventors.
That's awesome. Well, it's kind of hard to follow that.
Sorry.
We do have Snowflake Days coming at the end of the month, starting, I think, January 28th, I think it is. I don't really have any other business. Do you have any? Wow. Mr. Stemwettle.
I will mention one thing. We recently received the results of the 2016 community survey. As you recall, it was something that was mailed out to residents back in the fall. We got the draft results in December, and it was something we've electronically sent to the council just today. At the work session on Tuesday, a week from today, we'll do a presentation to the council on those results. We'll also do later on a public presentation at a council meeting, just sort of a synopsis or some other things like that for public consumption. But just wanted to encourage you all to kind of dive into that a little earlier. We sent it out early just so you didn't get it on Friday late and didn't have much time to kind of digest what was going on there. But we'll have a number of follow-up conversations on that on Tuesday and afterward. So.
Excellent. Thank you. I have to apologize because I got out of order at the very beginning under the oath. So make sure families and scouts don't leave because there's an opportunity for you to have pictures taken with your council members. That should have been done earlier, but thankfully it looks like you're still here. So, you can do that immediately after the meeting. Anything else? Motion to adjourn somewhere?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion by Wells, second by Demmer to adjourn. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.